Welcome to the DJ Insider Podcast, sponsored by Amplified Events.
It's the only podcast where we break down insider information from our weddings, experience, and advice from over 15 years in the wedding industry.
We're your hosts. I'm Mike Kane, owner of Amplified Events.
And I'm Joe Albomonte, the general manager of Amplified Events.
Let's get into it. All right, we're back.
We're back.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Yes.
So we just had holiday parties.
Yes, we did.
You were at, I'll let you share yours, and then I'll share mine.
Cool. Yeah. So I was at the Design Barn in Hebron. Very beautiful venue. They got it set up very quickly. They said in under 6 days, they did the entire room. There were maybe 12 Christmas trees, just decor everywhere, like stockings, this, that, garland, everything.
Decorated really well.
Yes.
Nice.
And I talked to the coordinator. She was fantastic to work with. But yeah, she just said they got it set up really quick and that they were just excited for the company party. I brought some uplighting for free. Just really brought the room together. We did the red and green again. It looked really nice. But yeah, it went really well. I mean, there wasn't a ton of dancing, to be honest with you. I mean, there was some spurts here and there. I got a good playlist that I was playing. I started playing it. Mm-hmm. I did a slow country. I did a little bit more country. I did Sweet Caroline a little earlier in the night than I usually do, but it was like background bar type vibes. So I thought it'd be all right. The owner's son came up, or not son, maybe just like one of the managers came up.
Sure.
Not sure who he is. But he came up and said, let's just go back to only country. And I was like, okay, let's do that. So for like 2 hours, we did country, which was good. They liked country.
Okay.
But then the owner came up with like 15 minutes left and was like, can we get some more like modern stuff? This is good, but like, when are we going to get some more modern stuff? And I was like, oh, well, Blake told me to only play country.
Yeah.
So I gave him some more modern stuff for the last 20 minutes. I mean,
nice. It's tough. You got to be a mind reader sometimes with these people.
Yeah.
And, you know, what one person wants, the other person might not want. And
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a good gig. It was nice to go to that venue. I hadn't been there before.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Great load in. They've done a great job with it. Food's really good. Yeah, the coordinator.
Food was incredible. There were a lot of people. They did a buffet style. I helped dismiss tables, but the food was so good. They had 3 different proteins.
Dude.
Really anything you wanted. They had a potato bar.
Oh.
They had salmon, pork, steak, anything. Anything you wanted, it was there, and it was delicious.
Heck yeah, dude.
But how was yours? Yeah.
It was good. We were at it's Foley's. It's like a bar in the kind of the stadium at Notre Dame there.
Cool, yeah. The room looked nice. I saw a picture.
Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, they decorated it to the nines. It was a holiday party for like people who manage the endowment fund. It was fantastic.
Nice.
Really top tier, like first class like service, first class staffing. Like the food they had like where you would cut like prime rib, like the guy was cutting it
at
like
the table.
No, it was
just walking around.
Yeah, it was like they had a buffet too.
Yeah,
but it was like really really solid, really fun night,
so
and we had a really good dance floor like the whole night.
Good.
So. Yeah, it was
right.
just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, one of the songs of the night where one of the head guys came up. He's like, when there's time, I know it may not be time now, it'll be good time, but play Cotton Eye Joe.
Okay.
And like, I so appreciate it. That's how you request a song.
Like maybe it's not the time.
Like, I don't know what you do. You don't know, what I do, but like, this is a song I would love to hear. And so, yeah, literally like 3-4 songs away, I mixed it in, and then they all did the dance. They do like a line dance to it. For sure. And then that was perfect segue into like a small little country set.
Yeah.
There was some jams in there. Trying to think song of the night. Probably Low. Flow Rida hit pretty big.
Very good.
Yeah.
Love that.
They got Low.
Classic.
I did the Fireball again.
You got to do the Fireball.
Into Cha-Cha Slide, and that went really big as well.
I like that. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. They gave me a bunch of songs, but some of them weren't hitting, and some of them I wasn't sure. And we just ran out of time.
For sure.
It was short, kind of a 4-hour set, so it was good. We did a lot of like Christmas music for cocktail hour, dinner.
Yeah, we did similarly for cocktail, and then dinner we did just crooner, just Frank Sinatra type stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had a shorter. Dan said it wasn't too long, only 2.5 hours, but it was 2 hours country.
Corporate parties are hard.
Yeah.
There's just so many people to please, and again, people don't want to risk being it's where they work,
True. Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, it has a lot to do. It has a lot to do with the company culture.
True.
If the owner, if the manager, if the head person is like kicking back, relaxing, having fun, so will the employees.
Exactly.
It's kind of like that's the bride. That's the groom.
That's exactly.
If he's on the dance floor or she's on the dance floor,
we built a dance floor. As soon as the owner came out and everybody was like, "Oh, they're having a good time. We can go have a good time."
Yes. CEOs, I know you want to like.
I know. The people that have the most fun at company parties are the plus ones.
That's it.
They're absolutely the plus ones
because they have nothing to lose. That's it. They're really
never
going
to see these people again.
Yes.
They can't like embarrass themselves too hard on behalf of the person they're with, of course, but still, how far can you go? It's a company party.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. I don't know if they're plus ones or not, but we had a bunch of requests.
Yeah.
And we played them all. But yeah, one of them was Burning Up.
Jonas
Brothers. Yeah,
fun.
It was good. And then another one was, what was it? What was that song? Oh yeah, Love Story, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I played that a lot.
I did the disco lines. It was fantastic. It went big.
Yeah.
But we played so many Christmas songs, and so I got to ask you, what is your like favorite? Like, if you had to pick like top 3 Christmas songs, and then your top 3 Christmas songs that you absolutely hate.
Oh,
not for at all.
Ooh, that's
Just
a good
no.
one.
That's a no, thank you.
That's a good one. I really like. It's hard to pick like an exact song right now. I'd say just for the moment, but like I really like the Pentatonics. Anything Christmas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do a lot of that.
The little drummer boy that they do a cappella is like
Sure.
a very beautiful Christmas song that they do.
You have positive memories with Pentatonics.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I really like that. I really like them. Who is it? The Leslie Odom Jr. He's a Broadway guy. He played Aaron Burr in Hamilton. He has also a Christmas album. Oh my gosh, so good. Amazing music.
The narrator from Hamilton.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm the guy who killed him.
Exactly.
Who shot him.
And I'm the yes, exactly. He has a Christmas album and it's beautiful.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I guess you'd have to come back to me for a third or like a specific song. But how about yourself?
So the ones I don't like.
Yeah.
Is a song called Christmas Shoes.
Okay.
It's just the saddest song. The kid is like begging for money to buy shoes for his mom who's dying from cancer. Mm-hmm. It's just not
sad song.
I don't like it. My wife likes the song. I don't like that song.
Yeah.
What's the other one? There's one.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah,
I hate that one.
Super creepy.
That's a creepy song.
I like when they reverse the genders on that one.
Yeah.
At least, or they change the lyrics where it's a little more appropriate.
Yeah.
I love anything by like Nat King Cole. Yes. Christmas stuff. Yes. It's just so
smooth,
beautiful. Like just
it feels like Christmas time.
Once in a lifetime voice, you know.
Oh yeah.
But basically everything off his Christmas album is fantastic. For sure. I really like, as far as like the big ones that really get me in the cheer, is the Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Oh,
in
nice.
sync.
Yeah.
Yes, I have very positive. They came out when I was in middle school.
Okay.
And so I was just like,
hopping around
so
at the
good.
sock hops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that one? Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, but the James Taylor version.
I like that.
Oh, it's so good.
Have you heard the Michael Bublé version?
Yes, that's phenomenal. That's a great album as well. His Christmas album.
Yeah.
He's got Cold December Night on that album. It's just, it's so.
I played a lot of him the other day. I made a Spotify playlist for Christmas
so
music.
So good.
But I like that the Christmas music you've been playing recently, like the bossa nova type.
Oh yeah, the jazz and
bossa
bossa nova.
Yeah.
It's instrumental Christmas arrangements, but they do like bossa nova versions of Christmas. It's all instrumental, but it's really well done, and it's the perfect for like cocktail.
Yes,
cocktail indoor dinner.
Very smooth.
Yeah, a lot of horns and drums and jingles.
Do you like the Mariah Carey song?
I do.
All I Want for
I
Christmas
do. It's great. I think it's overplayed, but it's really good.
Of course, it's classic.
The Home Alone soundtrack, Home Alone 1 Christmas soundtrack is fantastic.
Maybe a little controversial, but what's that one movie that I like? 8 Crazy Nights is one of my favorite Christmas movies. That
sure.
In the spirit, even though it's like a Hanukkah / Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Such a good movie with Adam Sandler. Hilarious. But what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, dude, Die Hard.
Absolutely. It does take place on Christmas.
A lot of people don't like it, man. Even Bruce Willis is like, it's not a Christmas movie.
Well,
come on.
Come on.
No, it's great. I really loved Die Hard. Of course, the Home Alones.
Yeah.
I'll do the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'll do that every year. How about yourself?
I'm a Nightmare Before Christmas guy.
That's right. That's your
Big
favorite.
Fan of that.
Yes.
It's always been my favorite. I watch it every year, many times. Really, from Halloween forward to the end of the year, it works for me. So, Yeah, but really any Christmas movie I like. I like to sit down with just the family and watch Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
They're shit movies. They're so fun. Like the acting is so bad. I can go do something like that.
Yeah.
I can definitely go do something like that. Put me on a Hallmark movie. Hallmark, if you're listening, I want to audition.
Dude, just write your own. Because
Honestly,
it's always follows the same story. Someone from a big city comes back to their small town.
yes.
And they get kind of marooned there where they can't go back to the city.
Yep.
And they're so unhappy. And then they meet somebody in town through a cute meet.
Yeah, and it's always like it's never the couple that's supposed to be together
Yes.
or whatever. He'll never like me, she'll never like me, whatever. And then they fall in love or they hate each other at the beginning of the movie.
Or they knew each other from high school, but they they wouldn't even give her the time of day or wouldn't even give her the
Exactly.
time
It's
of,
always that trope.
Yeah. And then they like
It's a Christmas miracle.
that's it. And
It's a
then
miracle. You hear the jingle bells? It's magical.
yeah, a lot
That's
of tropes.
hilarious. What's your favorite? Do you have like a favorite memory around like a Christmas wedding that you've done? Like, is there any big stuff that's happened? I feel like I've done not too many that are like very Christmas themed, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did one a few years ago at the market where they had just tons of Christmas trees. The groom loves Christmas,
Yeah.
So they just decorate to the nines. That was really fun. I had one where they did like a snow thing. It was Aberdeen.
Oh,
for the
cool.
first dance. So that was pretty cool.
I like that.
Nice.
That's
Kind of
pretty-
really fit the holiday.
Yeah.
I have really fond memories. There was like a blizzard on New Year's Eve, and we were it's gone now. It was the large where they would have concerts in Maryville there. It tore it down.
Oh, I forget the name.
But we had
Yeah.
in one of the ballrooms there, we had it was for a company party. No, we did a wedding. It was a wedding.
Gotcha.
And that was just really fun and epic. And I did,
And it was blizzarding.
yeah, it was just like a blizzard
Snowed
snowstorm.
in. We're partying for another 6 hours, everybody.
It was just-
strap in.
It was really, really, really fun. And just to like get in from the cold and get all set up and DJing and then to tear down and like it's just blizzard conditions.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. I don't know.
Yeah. It adds another element to it. There's
Yeah. How about yourself? Any holiday weddings or?
I enjoyed working the ice rink things like a
Ice rink gigs,
while
yeah.
back. Like those were fun. Like you get to see a lot of people just like enjoying the holiday spirit. Like it was always energetic. It was easy. Like you were out in the cold, but like having a good time. Those were fun. And then I also did one at the market a couple years ago. It's the one with the glow bugs that I've told you about actually, with the dancing bugs. But they also had so many trees set up similar to probably the same setup that you saw a couple years ago at the market. But that room did look incredible. I really did like it.
I really like when people decorate for the holidays.
Me too. I know it's a lot of work and it's only going to go up for a month, but like there's so much effort. There's so much effort in that. And you see that.
Yeah. Makes it magical.
Yeah.
Makes it fun. And honestly,
It's part of the Christmas magic.
yeah.
You set it up in 2 days, it lives for a month, and then you tear it down.
New Year's Eve. Are you? Yeah, you are working a wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yes, I
doing
am.
one
Are you?
too. Yes. So it's.
Where are you at? I don't even know.
I'll be at Walden.
Oh, cool.
You guys are there this Friday, so this should be fun.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
I love being in the city.
Me
Christmas.
too.
holidays.
And I just like that venue.
Yeah.
And, of course, Chicago's beautiful around this time of year.
Is this your first New Year's wedding, or is it different? Have you had one before?
Yeah. No, I've done no, I haven't. I was going to say maybe a company or like a party that I've done, but no. This is my first party and wedding on
Nice.
New Year's. So, hope it goes well.
Yeah. What I've always found is like there's always that energy in the air because there's like New Year's Eve energy.
Yeah.
So people want to have a good time.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense, I hope.
Yeah, you just really
I just
don't.
hope people don't poop out early because it's also a wedding and they've been partying since 7 a.m. or getting ready since 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And now it's 17 hours later.
Yeah,
and
no,
they've
generally
had
people
15
love it.
drinks.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm excited.
They're down for it, at least till midnight,
Yeah. Well, we go
and
till
then-
12:30, so
Yes.
they won't need us much longer.
And so like I see all this stuff, but like good songs to play at midnight.
Yeah.
You know.
What would you recommend?
I don't know. I like the Auld Sang Lied, whatever. It's the New Year's Eve. It's the song, the New Year's Day, but it's from a Scottish poem.
Nice.
But that's very traditional. Da, da, na, 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 na. Yeah, It's that kind of thing. A lot of people don't know the words because it's old Scottish broke, you know. It's,
No, but they know the hum
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. I like that traditional. But I guess a lot of people are doing stuff with there's kissing, like Kiss Me or something with kissing, because typically in New
You
Year,
do the
everybody
New Year's
kisses,
kiss.
you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, any Kiss Me Through the Phone.
That's
What are
a
other
fun
Kiss ones?
Kiss me.
Kiss by Prince, you know.
That too, yeah.
That'd be a good waking in the New Year song. One year it just worked out. I did Cheerleader.
Okay.
Like right at Happy to, and it just literally dropped. Oh, what? And that was like the song of the year kind of thing. Well, not one of the songs.
For sure.
Generally leading up the last 10 minutes, I'm counting down and I'm giving little notifications over the mic, which really revs up the crowd.
For sure.
But then I like to do like a quick mashup of like some hits from the year, like the biggest kind of wedding hits or like the big, you know, pop hits of the year, you know.
That's a good idea.
So, but like real
Do like snippets.
Yeah, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, just like just hit him with the chorus or the hook or whatever, and then get out to something else.
I like that. That's
and
a great idea.
They make, I'm sure there's DJ producers that were making those anyways, where you can download them and stuff.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But you could also make your own.
2024
It's best when you
pop
live mix
mashup.
it and read out the crowd, you know.
Yeah.
But so that's always fun. But yeah, generally it's just like any other wedding, just that little bit more energy and excitement, and you play a little bit later. So
After everything, like, what's your favorite part of the day of a wedding? Like, out of all the things, like intros, mixing, ceremony, watching them do their vows, like, what is it for you that makes this job amazing?
I like when the speeches really make you feel something and connect. Like almost what makes you cry or laugh, or where you just really connect over the speech. Sometimes the vows are like that too, where they write their own vows, and it's just very personal and funny. And you know, there's two people literally declaring their love for each other, like, and they're not lying. They may be deluded, but they may be lying to themselves, but they're not lying. Like, they are earnest. And again, generally, if it's fake or phony, everybody can tell.
For sure.
Right? It's just like.
But the couples, when
Yeah.
they really do mean it and like they're very happy, you can really tell.
Yes. And
makes
so,
it so worth
I love those moments and with those couples and that kind of thing. But as far as DJing goes, I really enjoy those times on the dance floor. Everybody's singing, everybody's dancing. Like, it's just, everybody's feeling the same thing in unison because they're just
when you
all,
switch songs and everybody woos, every single person just keeps cheering because you just hit it. You hit what everybody wanted every time. Yes. Those moments are so good.
Yeah, they thought on Saturday, they thought they were done for the night. They were going to get the shuttle and go home, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was playing a song. I think it was Time of Your Life. You know, that Pitbull song. So everyone like loves that. And then they're like, okay, we're done. You know. And then
Killed us.
I dropped Mr. Brightside. And they're like, oh, come on. We have to stay for Mr. Brightside.
Yes.
So
that is so good. I had a bride do that once. Like, she was about to like leave and like, I don't go grab another drink or something, but I hit like one of her favorite songs and she like screamed and turned at me and pointed at me. I was like, yes. And went right back out on the dance floor. Oh my gosh. So good.
What about yourself? The moments that you really enjoy?
Similarly on that first part, just like when you can really tell that a couple's in love and like you're there for their day and they're so happy and there's not a thing in this world right now that could mess up their day. They're just having such a good time, and it went so smooth, and that feels really good. And then also, when you hear the big woo, like, you got to hear the woo on the dance floor. That feels so good as a DJ when everybody woos.
Yeah, and you get that nice pop.
Yeah.
Woo!
I really like mixing. I've really grown to appreciate it, and just, like, having a good time. Like, this is something I like to do in my pastime. Like, this is my job, too, but I get to just, like, do something I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
It may be wedding music, and it's not like my favorite music, but it's still great music. Like, they're hits for a reason.
Yeah.
Play those hits.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
There is such a good feeling when you get into a nice flow and you're just, the crowd is connecting with everything you're doing, and you're like, oh, they're gonna love this next one. Oh, they're gonna love this next one.
Right? You know? We're connected on a personal level.
Yeah.
Me and the whole crowd, like, I hear them. They're not suggesting anything, but I hear what you guys are saying, and I can deliver that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. How would you say that DJing has changed you as a person? Like coming from a different career entirely. Like, how would you say that this has changed you?
I don't know. In some ways, to really, it's going to sound strange, or like in some ways to not take life so seriously.
Yeah.
That I always tell our DJs, it's just a wedding. Like it's really important that you get it right. It's really important that you take time and go above and beyond to plan and prepare, and then be adaptable and flexible, and make things happen the day of, whatever that looks like, the best of your ability. Like really go all out. But at the same time, it's just like there's no perfect day. It just doesn't exist.
Yes.
And but that's part of the magic of the idea behind a wedding. It's going to be the best day of your life. Mm-hmm. And like, man, that is really hard to like come through and deliver that again and again every weekend. And I think you have to kind of have this detachment from it, where I really care so much about making this special and making memories with this, and to smooth over, use my professionalism to smooth over anything that's going to be rough or, be a problem, and then just deliver a great time if I can.
Yeah.
Doing this job has taught me that nothing goes according to plan every time. For sure. And so you just have to be adaptable. And I guess it's changed me that to not take myself so seriously, but also to, decide this is the thing I'm going to be good at.
Yeah.
And I want to put everything into it, rather than like, I'm going to work for someone else most of my life, and I guess I'll just, do a mediocre job in order to get my 1%, raise next year. And you just kind of, you do the bare minimum. And that was always me. I think I was just a do the bare minimum guy. And so to have something I can just pour my everything into, where it's like, I love this part of it. I love meeting with people. I love like connecting. I love getting people to dance. I love running a business. I love working with people in my business, on my business, talking about business. I love networking with other vendors, just so many things. It's really just changed my passion and my energy that DJ has given me that I never had with my other jobs.
I love that. And you definitely give it off too. I mean, we see that you're definitely very passionate about this job and the
this guy
company.
cares too much.
No, but you definitely, you've given that just like aura of like, you really do care about this job, but it's also like you've gotten to a point where you're so good at it that you could just casually like, you have to detach. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Is
Sure.
like you do have to detach, because you can't take every wedding so seriously, because you will just stress yourself
It'll burn you out.
out.
It'll burn you
You'll
out.
burn yourself out so fast. And if you're doing 60 gigs a year, there has to be that detachment.
Yeah, you have to treat everyone like you care about everyone.
Yeah.
But you also have to not do that so much that you burn yourself out.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off.
Yeah.
But again, and also the important thing is this job is taught me you can't please everybody. You're never going to.
Very true.
And while you want to, it's just not going to work.
Yeah, you can try.
And you just have to decide who are the most important people to please.
For sure.
And what I think happens for a lot of DJs is they choose me. They choose themselves, and they're like, I'm just going to play music that I know will like get a dance floor or that I like. Mm-hmm. And while that's important, it's also a wedding. And so it's
it's also a wedding.
Yeah. If it's it's somebody else's day, and it's not really about you, DJ, and what you want. Although
you got to drop the ego. I mean, that's
it.
I met a DJ on a plane a couple of weeks ago, and like that's something we talked about. He owns a company as well, and has several DJs working for him, and that's one of the biggest things that we talked about. It's just like DJs just do what the couple or whoever's hiring you wants you to do. As simple as that.
Yeah.
I mean, drop your ego at the door. I don't care if you want to play a bunch of remixes, this and that. You're not at a club. You're at a wedding. If you get hired to play at a club, do those things.
Yeah.
If you're in your spare time, play that music, sure. But not at a wedding. We don't want to hear it. And they don't want to hear it. I mean, I think that's very true. That's the thing too. It's like some DJs take themselves way too seriously, and then like the only person that matters is them. And
they're the only one who can do this job.
Oh,
they're the only one who knows how to mix music or knows how to set up and run a microphone.
Yeah,
and, to build. There's so many ways to build a dance floor.
There are,
and some of them are cheesy gimmicks.
Yeah.
And some of them are just letting the music do the work, and some of them are like a lot of emceeing and really getting the crowd hyped up and involved.
Yeah, and that all comes with like reading your crowd.
Yeah.
And knowing how to do that.
Practice, experience, comfort. That gig on Saturday, they wanted a very enthusiastic DJ.
Yeah.
And that's me, but that's typically me off the mic. When I'm on the mic, I'll do it, but I don't want to ever force it where it feels weird for the crowd.
Yeah, like I'm
guys,
too involved.
Don't be shy. Come on out,
Let's
guys.
get out there,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that to death. And then eventually, hey, if there's something you want to hear, come let me know. You know,
Yeah.
you just sound desperate.
We got 4 songs left. Get on out there.
Of course I can keep saying that.
You got to be cool.
Yes.
Gotta be cool. You got to. That's part of.
You got to trust it.
It's
You got to
part of-
trust that it's going to happen.
It's part of reading the room.
Yeah.
You know, where either like you get on the mic because you know the crowd needs that to get going, or you stay off the mic because you know the crowd is going to be fine.
Yeah. And you're just going to get weird looks if you keep hopping on the mic.
Not only that, but it's gonna hurt your dance floor if you come across as desperate or awkward,
For sure.
or that like you're panicked that they're not coming out there. You know, it's not gonna work.
It won't.
You got to create an atmosphere where this is the coolest place to be.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't want to leave.
It's
This
dark.
is the best place.
There's good light as well. There's movement. There's sound. It's everything you want.
Yeah.
And ideally, all the VIPs are there too. So everyone's like, I want to be near the power of the room, you know, and I want to celebrate with these people. How about yourself? Any ways you've noticed that you've changed? This job has changed you? Is that the question?
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely noticed myself I've definitely stopped taking myself so seriously as well. I think before I even started like leading hard, I was so focused on like, this was my side thing. And like, I have to focus on like a 9 to 5 and like this and that. And like the whole finance thing. And like, I don't know. I was looking at things in a very black and white, like concrete way. And like, yeah, I could have skated by and just done some things that would have made me money and whatever. But why not do the thing I love doing and like art on the side? And I don't know. I've just become I'm much more comfortable with myself and just being who I am. I think that this job gives me a lot of freedom to just like be a creative person. And I needed that. That's something that I really have been passionate about for a long time. And I didn't get to do that for a long time because I was just skating by, doing the 9 to 5, boring shit that I could have continued on doing. But then like you work a 9 to 5, you're done at 6, you eat dinner at 7. Then what? I don't want to do art in the 3 hours I have before I got to go to bed and do this all over again the next day. At least with this job, like my job is art. I get to create, and even though it's music, I get to create a dance floor. I get to create this one space that will never exist again. And then it's gone. It's very theatrical in that sense, which I love. It's very freeing. It's very freeing for me. I love it. I've noticed myself just chilling out recently. I feel I've been very uptight for a while, just because I was stressed about what was next. Like, what does the future hold for me? And now this job has given me the freedom to just don't take it so freaking seriously. It's gonna work out. Like every wedding it's gonna work out. Like, don't take the wedding so seriously. Don't take your life that way.
Yeah. In some ways too, when before I kind of got into this full time, I did take life seriously, but I was so focused on all those other things that it kept me from focusing on what's really important to me.
Exactly. That's the
how do I show up in my life? How do I show up for other people in my life?
Yeah.
And me and a couple of my friends, you guys know who you are. We were joking recently that like it's nice that we're all going to basically be able to retire at 40.
Yes.
And by retire, we don't mean like we're playing golf all day, although we do play a lot of golf. It's that we've basically decided that we're just always going to work, and one day maybe we won't, but we're pretty much always going to work. So we found careers and jobs that allow us the flexibility to just live the life we want to live and do all the things that we would do if we were retired, except now we're 40 and not 80. And we actually get to enjoy doing these things. So we're like, oh, let's go to the beach. Oh, let's play disc golf. Like during the day, we're not stuck in an office. We're not stuck,
because the
typing
job
away.
allows it. I can take a call on the beach.
Yes.
I can do that if
you
I
should
need
take a call on the
I
beach.
will take a call on the beach. But yes, like that freedom to do that. And also, I mean, you don't have to do 60 gigs a year. Like at a point, you can always start to like, I can do 40.
There's always a trade-off, right?
Exactly. There's always that trade-off.
Yeah, more money, but that also means more work.
Yeah.
More work, more responsibility. But
you can also, problems. Like, as the owner, if you wanted to 1 year do 30 and then the next year do 60 and just, like, have a year
I could
to
do
yourself.
That.
Like, you
totally
have that flexibility.
Yeah. That's really cool I never thought about that, but yeah, we could definitely. I haven't really thought about that too much, but you're right.
You could. I mean,
the problem is I actually love doing it. And
that's the other thing too.
You know, I don't know. I'm still toying with that idea because that'd free me up to do something else.
That's when you're ready to retire, is you only take 10, 20 gigs a year.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. I don't know. And that's also why people raise their rates, right?
And then you're a specialist. And then if you want Mike, that's
it. You got to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a few people like that. They're just so good. Like, you got to pay if you want me working. And
yeah.
They should pay because it's worth it. Because that, it comes with years of experience and just a confidence that I'm going to nail it. Like, I'm going to nail it.
How did you get? I don't think I've ever asked you.
What do you mean?
How did you get into DJing?
I lost a bet. No, I'm just kidding.
Seriously, like, I don't think I've ever asked you. I'm so sorry. How did you get into DJing?
I don't know. In college, I obviously, like, even before college, I was just obsessed with music.
Yeah.
I learned to play guitar, just listen to music, records all the time. Very audio person. Even now, I'll be listening to a podcast when I fall asleep every day. You saw my listening hours when I posted. It's like 130,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, that kind of worried a lot of people in my life. They're like, wow, he really
only
listened.
have 5,000 hours.
I was like, I am listening almost constantly.
Yes.
But yeah, so basically, yeah, I was just, music has always been a big part of my life. And in college, I started to, like, DJ at parties. And then after college, I started a little small DJ company out in Fort Wayne. And then I moved to town, back to town, I guess, and got married. And then my wife's sister got married. And then I jumped on another company's team. Cool. And then just started doing that almost full time. Like, very quickly, I worked my way up to doing that. And then,
what'd your setup look like in college? What kind of equipment?
I had these giant like JBL speakers with a like an actual amplifier, like a metal heavy amplifier. And then I had this giant, 16 channel mixer. Like, you just don't, it was just overkill, heavy, big, bulky.
But it sure worked. It worked at the time.
Oh man, it's thumps. There's nothing thumps like that stuff. Yeah.
That was important.
15-inch JBL. I mean, just with the carpet covered cabinet, those really heavy ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How about you?
So, Stefan. So, Stefan Grayback. So, he was my teacher junior year. So, he had graduated from Ball State that year and then came to my school. Like, I was a junior in high school at the time. So, anyway, he was my teacher. He got me into acting and then was like, I also do DJing. Like, is that something you'd be interested in? Like, I know you love music. I'd love to have you come and assist me and just kind of see how you like it, yada, yada. And I came and assisted him one time, and he's like, that's when I met you, and then I worked, and that was it. Like, I mean, I had some guy that was like, hey, I think you'd like this. What? And then I did like this. And I'm still best friends with him today. We game every single night.
How funny is that? Like, just that.
But yeah.
Just a random teacher,
That was like, hey.
It's like, hey.
I think you'd like this. Yeah, he did that with acting too, and that's what I have my degree in. So he seems to know me pretty well.
Well, does he have any other now? Like, anything else you would like? He's 2 for 2.
What do you think? What else do you think I'd like? Yeah, that's.
Become like a prospector in California, just sifting for gold.
I hope.
I think you'd like this. Yeah, it's been a fun year. I've been busy and excited for the next year and getting things moving.
Should be a good one.
Yeah. Well, I don't have too much else. We can.
I think I'm good.
Wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.